In so much of what we have done today, in the liturgy of the Psalms, in which we cry out those same words, those same hosannas that people cried during Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. And during this Passion Gospel, where we take up the words that people spoke, even against Jesus. And then we continue through all of our special services throughout Holy Week, going back and reliving, putting ourselves in the place of the people who were right there with Jesus. On Maundy Thursday, with him and his disciples at the Last Supper. On Good Friday, at the cross. Walking the way of the cross with Jesus. And then on Easter morning, at the empty tomb, realizing his resurrection. In all of these, we are looking back to these important events in the past. We are reliving them. And in a sense, every time we get together and worship throughout the year, that's kind of what we are doing. We're remembering these events of the past that are so significant to our lives right now. But there's another way of seeing that all of these same events are also just as important as we look forward to the future. The Bible tells us that those hosannas that we said today, those hosannas that were shouted when Jesus came into Jerusalem, are the same hosannas that we will sing when we are all gathered around the throne of God, the throne of Jesus. And when we gather around the Eucharistic table and have the Eucharistic feast. Wasn't that Jesus' favorite way of describing heaven? The banquet that will be held in his Father's presence. So in a sense also, every time we gather for worship throughout the year, we're looking ahead to these future promises that God gives us. It's always both of these things. The past that is so important to us, the future that will be so important to us. But we can't live in the past. Neither can we live in the future. We live in the right here and now in this present moment. But what makes the present moment so important, so meaningful in the lives of Christians is that at every moment of our lives, everything we do is informed and touched by all of those wonderful events that have happened in the past and all of those wonderful promises that are given us for the future. What I challenge all of us to do is to remember this in every moment of our lives as Christians. Certainly as much as we can into the future, but especially during Holy Week, especially this week that's upon us, from now through Easter Day. Every moment of the day, try to remember and try to let all of those things from the past inform and influence what it is you do and how you do it in the present moment. Remember and let inform and influence how you do every moment of your day by knowing those great promises that are given to us. Every thought, every word, every deed done by a Christian should never be too far away from the consideration of all of those wonderful promises given us for the future, all of those things that God has already done for us in the past. Live out this coming week, and to the extent that you can, keep living that way. Every moment remembering all that's been done, all that will be done for us.